Do you need exposure for your business, brand, or organization? If so, let the Grind Infotainment radio show help you fulfill your need for more exposure, more business, and return on investment. Connect with me at shouldiddy@gmail.com today. What's going on with y'all? Y'all tuning in to the Grind Infotainment. I am your host, Should Diddy, and today I have a special guest. I'll be introducing him in just a moment, but we're going to go to one of our little commercials and listen to a sponsor real quick, and we'll be right back.
Me and my niggas tryna get it, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Hit that house like
hey, what's going on, y'all? It's the Grind Infotainment, and I am your host, Should Diddy. It's Friday, 2 p.m. Welcome to the show. You can catch us here on WDRB Media, iHeartRadio, every Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today I have a host in the studio with me by the name of Phocus, and he's going to tell you a little bit about himself just to get you a little bit informed.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phocus. I'm straight out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. It's Phocus with a PH. That's where you can find me on all streaming platforms as well as social media. I've been making music for about 9 years, and my main objective is just to keep that going, be consistent, and expand my fan base.
Okay. So now when you say be consistent, what's your idea of consistent when it comes to the music game?
That's staying in their face as much as possible, giving them something they can listen to, something they can rock to consistently, Just being that artist that is always the talk of the town, always making moves, always making something happen,
Gotcha. Now, have you been, when you say you moved around, so were you doing music during those times that you were moving around, or have you just done music while you've been in Fayetteville?
Yeah, for the most part, when I got older, because I moved around when I was younger too. But coming up as a kid, I was moving around Sanford, Spring Lake, Cameron area, if you know about it. But when I got older, I graduated and I went out to Greensboro. So I was doing some music out there. I linked up with some people, did a couple of open mics, karaoke shows, things like that. So
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, pardon me. So now, how long have you been influenced by music? People say, well, how long have you been doing music? Mm-hmm. But how long have you been influenced by music? I
would say my whole life, since the beginning. As long as I can remember, I've always liked music. I've always wanted some part of it. I definitely always knew I wanted to be a rapper. That was actually one of the, was like when you were in kindergarten, they tell you come to school, dress up like whatever. Mm-hmm. I used to, it was either that or a basketball player. It was one of the two.
Okay. Now, did you play sports growing up?
I did. It was at one point I wasn't no good at them, but everybody kind of go through that. You get a little better as you keep it going. Basketball was decent. Track was decent. I even golfed for a little bit, believe it or not.
Okay.
I was on a golf team.
So the golf team, did you like golf? What made you?
Yeah, it was straight. For one, I like different experiences, so that was cool to have. And then for two, you just, I don't know, it's pretty much the same thing. You just learning something new. It was a dope experience. I had fun with it. I wasn't no good. I got out there and people kind of showed me why they've been doing it longer than me. But it was a good experience.
Word. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. So now, you've got music out, and you got visuals with your music. How many videos you got?
A lot of visuals. I've been cooking up visuals heavy this year. I probably dropped 10 so far, and I still got like a couple in the pocket ready to go. And then I still got plenty more ready to be recorded. Got a lot going on, so that's what I'm saying. If you tapped in, stay locked in. If you ain't tapped in, you missing out for real. Like, just see what I got going on. Yeah.
Definitely, because I've been seeing you out there working, definitely. And you blessed me with the opportunity to be in 2 of your videos, and I definitely appreciate that.
I appreciate you coming out.
And so, I just wanted to return the love and, have you on the show and, let people know about you, because I've listened to your music and I like it. You know what I'm saying? It's got a good vibe.
I appreciate it.
You performed at the Might Fight event.
Yeah, how you like that performance?
Your performance was amazing. Definitely. Just from listening to the music and watching you do the creation for the videos, I could see that, the potential and just the hard work that you put in so far. And I've spoken with you, and so I know you've got bigger plans than, a lot of people that are getting into music. I'm not gonna say that are doing music, because you can compete with some of the mainstream artists.
I feel that way too.
Especially because your topics are a little more than just in a box.
Yeah.
As far as the topic. So like when you're coming up with your singles and your work, like what are some of the things that kind of inspire you in the creation process?
Really just life. That's a cliche answer, but the shows that I watch, games that I play, I'm a heavy gamer.
Okay.
Things that I experienced in my life, period, just things that I do on the side, and just my life experiences in general with family or friends, and just growing up where you grow up at. You just kind of figure things out. You see things, you experience things, and I guess I'm gifted and blessed, to be able to put that into a song format.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, we're going to take a little break real quick and tune in with some of our sponsors. We'll be right back. You're listening to The Grind Infotainment. I'm your host, Suge Diddy, and I got Phocus in the studio, and we'll be right back in just a moment. This music segment is being brought to you by The Grind Infotainment radio show, hosted by yours truly, Suge Diddy, on iHeart and WDRB Media. Listen live 24/7 for double the information and inspiration. All right, welcome back to The Grind Infotainment. I am your host, Suge Diddy, and we're back in the studio with Phocus. And so we're having a little conversation behind the scenes while y'all was on that short commercial break. And we came up with some interesting concepts and just outlooks on things. So just to kind of include y'all into the conversation, now, Phocus, we were talking about opportunities. And how they come about. And earlier we mentioned that you performed at the Might Fight event, which was a battle rap event. And we were talking about how cross-marketing, as far as allowing one factor to help another factor while helping themselves in a sense.
Right.
So like, what's your input on, like say, like we mentioned as an example, battle rap, for a person that doesn't like battle rap, not saying that you don't because you were at the event obviously, but just an artist that isn't into it, like if you care to share, do you feel like if a battle rap platform asked them to perform at this event, even though they don't like battle rap personally, might not be in tune with it, do you think that could be a good or bad opportunity for them to expand, their fan base or performance craft or whatnot?
Yeah, personally I do. It does depend on the artist though. For one, you gotta have an open-minded artist that's gonna be willing to actually expand their music, and then you also gotta have either a variety or the selected appropriate type of music for that crowd. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's already a mic fight, the aggressive energy is already kind of there. People are already kind of hyped. They're kind of looking for some punchlines. They're looking for something creative. So bring that with your music. You don't want to come in there with nothing too flat or too sobby. Not to say nothing bad about that music. It's a time and place for stuff. So
I feel you on that. So now, as far as the event, did you enjoy yourself, the environment and everything?
Most definitely. It was a good event. Like I told you off the camera, I've watched some mic fights before, so to see it in person is, for one, a different experience, but a better experience as well. So it's good to see it in person, and you kind of get that raw feel of it versus, watching it recorded. It's dope. Yeah, regardless, it's dope, but it's even better in person. Definitely.
And you definitely increased your fan base because you had a couple of the battle rappers, complimenting, the content of your music and everything. So, do you have like an album coming out or anything?
I don't have an album coming out, but I got one that I put out last year that I'm still promoting. I am cooking up new singles, and I'm putting those out as well as visuals, but the album, I'm going to still keep pushing that one. I am putting something together eventually, though, but, that'll be for talks later when it's a little more close to finish.
Gotcha.
It's still, in the idea and processing stage right now. But,
okay. So now tell them the album that's out now.
I was just about to mention, it's called Late Nights on all platforms. That's Late Nights, 3 a.m. parentheses. The 3 a.m. is really just because that's around the time I really be up working. That's like the time that I'm just up thinking about, how can I get on? How can I do this? How can I do that? So.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, so now, any upcoming shows you got going on or anything that you might have been booked for?
Not necessarily booked for yet, but I do have people reaching out. Actually, that's why I said it was funny that you mentioned it earlier about people reaching out and complimenting me last night. I got people that's trying to reach out and work either interview-wise or show-wise, so there's going to be some coming. Nothing scheduled yet. I do actually got another interview later on tonight. Maserati Santana, we tapped in.
Salute to Big Mozzie.
Yes, sir.
Definitely BMP.
Yes, sir.
That's my guy right there.
BMP Mafia, BMP Gang, all that, we in here.
Definitely. And, he came out for a little bit to the event. And salute to him big time on that.
Yes, sir.
And salute to Lizzie Yayo, Woo Baby, sure. The whole BMP, Block Burner.
Sure.
Right? Everybody over there. So, and Big Mozzie, real good dude. So,
solid for sure.
As far as your music, now, what other lanes are you involved in, like, with music? Do you plan on venturing out into maybe acting or?
I do, yeah.
So what you got going on with that?
Y'all will see it actually on the newest single / video I got coming out. It's called Loyal. I'll be performing that tonight on the interview, probably, more than likely.
Cool.
But the visuals for Loyal, as you see, that was another shoot that you popped out for. Again, appreciate it. That was more cinematic. It shows kind of my directing side, kind of the visuals that I have. And then a little bit of the acting, too. That's something that I'm kind of I'm not playing around with it, but I'm just playing with it right now to kind of see where my angle is. I don't want to just jump in and try to be like, this is what I'm going to do. I want to see where I fit the best and try to work with that and then expand,
Gotcha.
It's something I definitely giving some thought to. And it's something my family's involved in. My brother, he's working on scripts. He's writing things for like animation and anime and
salute to him.
Yeah, for sure. Big salute to my brother, my twin actually. We don't look alike. We fraternal, but we still get it done. We handle business. My pops actually too. He work on scripts. He a little more Hollywood with it. Yeah.
Word.
I told him I'm trying to get like him. He got more followers than me on Instagram. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Salute the pops out there doing his thing.
Big salute.
Definitely. So now you don't have a lot of collaborations. I've noticed.
Not really.
And so ain't nothing wrong with that because when you're an artist, you gotta work on yourself before you can really start working with other people. So I respect it. Yeah. When you're coming up with your songs in the studio, do you feel that makes it easier when there's like just you there versus the pressures of having to, as far as what the fans look at as, oh, well, who's the hottest one on the song?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's not a competition, what I'm saying? It's a collaboration. But do you feel like, do you have features with other artists maybe on their songs or albums out there?
Yeah, I've actually featured on, the various artist mixtapes that's been hosted either by celebrities or just people that's working in their cities. I've been featuring on, I actually have a couple of features with a shout out to my boy Marley Mars, Bay Music. Who else we got? Let me not forget nobody. Luch. Who else? I feel like it's another person I'm missing. Who I say? Marley Mars, Bay Music, Luch. I feel like that's it. If I'm missing you, my bad. I'm sorry. But yeah, I work with them. They gave me a feature, or vice versa, or probably both. But the funny thing about it is, like, I already feel like a motivation or a drive. You know how I come in my music already. But
definitely,
when I got a feature, it's almost like, yeah, I'm gonna give you your money worth, so to speak. Even if it's a free feature, I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, you're not gonna be feeling like, oh, I probably shouldn't ask, bro, for a feature. You're gonna be there. I want you to almost kind of go back and redo your verse because mine came back. So yeah, that's how I'm coming with the features.
Okay.
If y'all don't know, y'all will know I'm the feature killer. I'm putting that out there. I've been saying it, but I'm saying it on the radio so it get further out there. If y'all want y'all features killed, just send them to me.
Definitely. Make sure y'all check out Phocus. It's PHOCUS.
Yes, sir.
So when you're typing it in, go look him up, subscribe to whatever he's got going on, follow him, tap in with his music. Now, what platforms can they find your music on?
Everywhere. Every single platform possible. That's iHeartRadio to Apple Music to Spotify to Tidal to Deezer to your homeboy iPod. It's everywhere.
Definitely.
Anywhere you can find it, anywhere you can download music, type me in, PHOCUS, you're going to find me. Look for the dude with dreads, you're going to find my music.
Okay. Now, is there anything else outside of music, any kind of like organizations or businesses that you might be involved in or cooperating with, as far as like just any of like some of the local foundations around town by chance, or any interest in? So,
well, I mean, yeah, I'm always interested in collaborating, working with whoever, even if it's something simple like, I've always grown up doing volunteer work, so that's just something that I do. But something like that to even me coming out and doing a show for an event, it could be whatever. I'm always willing to, for one, help or come out and show support for the community, because, I'm asking for the community to support my music, so that's the least I could do is give them back for what I see them out here doing. So, I haven't, to answer your question, I haven't really been involved with anybody lately as far as like a corporation or business collaboration or anything like that, but I'm definitely open for it. If it makes sense, we can do it.
Definitely. So, if y'all need any kind of commercials or, saying anything like that, tap in with them, hey, any kind of skits out there y'all want to do that makes sense, or, need some music for a soundtrack, check out Phocus. Man, I appreciate you coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Chopping it up with me.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. And we'll definitely have to do it again. Thank y'all for tuning in to The Grind Infotainment. I'm Suge Diddy. And before we go out, is any shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Shout out to the family. Shout out to the whole family, whether that be by blood or simple relation, bro. If you know me, if you rocking with me, then I'm rocking with you. If you hear my voice and you tapped in, I rock with you. So shout out to y'all.
So there you go. It's The Grind Infotainment. I'm Suge Diddy.
Now Focus. Yes,
Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, iHeartRadio, and we're out of here. See y'all next week.
We out.
Every Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, The Grind Infotainment. Tune in every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to The Grind Infotainment radio show on iHeart and WDRB Media, the voice of the community.
Selling zones in the set, make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first get the money, then respect, then the power, and the come next. Last time that I checked.